That was the campsite that we camped at last night. I should have taken pictures before, but good morning. It is day 81 and we are heading out of camp, and we are doing right around 15 miles today. And I think the weather's going to be good. It rained a little bit last night, which we weren't expecting, but I feel good. My knee's a little tender. Last night it was a little tender when I was trying to go to sleep, but I just popped my my Aleve, and hopefully that'll keep the swelling down, and we will be good to go. I don't think we have any big climbs. We have I think 1,000 footer, and other than that, it's just a bunch of rolling up and downs. So we have I think there's cliffs and ledges coming up, and then we will be at our shelter in 15 miles. I hope you all are ready to have a great day. It's a little chilly. I was cold actually last night. Not like really cold, but just my face was cold because it was outside my quilt. So it is definitely cool this morning, which is good for hiking, and I'll appreciate it as we're going uphill. It's like 7:14, so we're getting a little earlier start. Our start time we shoot for is 7:30. So the birds were chirping early this morning, if you just heard that one. Just saw the side trail. Thought I'd come and check it out. Look at that. First deer of the morning. Hey there. Well, this is the way the trail looks this morning, right off the bat. Got a couple empty hammocks right there. This is beautiful. What a great way to start the morning. Well, this has been my breakfast of choice for the last couple mornings. It's got 32 grams of protein and 410 calories. Yesterday I was able to eat the whole thing before we left. I'm about halfway done with it now. So I don't know that I'll get them again just because they're so big and heavy, and they took up a lot of my food bag space. So I'll have to keep on searching for something a little bit more compact. Last night I just realized that on these posts that are in the Shenandoahs, it shows you the information that you need for directions. I just thought they were AT markers, but they actually have writing on them. And there's that blaze that we're chasing one step at a time. In a few days, we will be stopping at Luray, Virginia, and we're gonna stay at Open Arms Hostel for one night, I think. And I've got some boxes coming there. So I almost feel like it's Christmas. I've got a box for my daughter that'll have like my electrolytes, some electrolyte jelly beans. What else? There's a bunch of stuff that she's sending me, and I'm going blank right now. What else? Golly, I sent a cooler cloth, a foldable bowl that collapses into like a flat piece, and I don't know. I'll have to show you when it gets here. And then I'm getting my lumbar pad from Z-Packs, and Jamie from Z-Packs has been awesome. He walked me through that process. And because my trekking poles, my one hasn't been operating right, it keeps on coming out, he is sending me the handle portion, which should fix that. And then I got a Jolly shirt, short sleeve, that has a hood. So maybe that'll take care of my head, keeping it covered. And then I got a skirt with shorts from Columbia. So I got that because they have those spandex type shorts underneath them. And I'm worried that as it starts getting hotter, my shorts are gonna get sweaty and I'm gonna start chafing. So I'm going uphill. I'm hoping that'll help. And I would not wear spandex shorts in public without something over them. So I'm hoping that will take care of that. And I think those are all the things I'm getting. That's a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, so Jamie from Z-Packs customer service, shout out to him. Enlighten Equipment was supposed to wait until I gave them a location to send my sleeping quilt, and their shipping department must not have seen the note, so they shipped it to my house. It's not there yet, but I reached out to them and they are going to send a shipping label to me, and I'm going to forward it to my daughter, and then she will forward it to me. So he was very helpful, their customer service, and taking care of that issue. And then the only other thing I have that hasn't been resolved is my drop cloth or whatever from Durston for underneath my tent. As far as I know, it's still in transit to that campground that I was at about a week ago. And every time I call the campground, they don't have any answers for me. I told them to deny the delivery and let them send it back to Durston. And they don't know if they can do that. And then I said, can you forward it? She doesn't know. She got to talk to the owner. But I left him my number and the information, and they still haven't reached out to me. So when I get enough service, sorry guys, I know this is really broken up with my conversation and climbing. I'm gonna call them and see what else can be done. And we still haven't taken care of the permit issue. So those are some of the things that I'm still working on. But right now, I gotta turn this off and work on this hill. Well, this is what the climb brought me. I read a comment this morning, and I don't know that I necessarily want to reply to it itself, but I wanted to make reference to it because I think that it can be helpful. So I had somebody that was pretty judgmental and threw out some accusations and assumptions. And I think that if you want to help make a difference, then being more constructive and helpful is the best avenue to go because, whoops, I almost tripped. people are going to listen if you're constructive and helpful. They're probably not going to pay attention if you're judgmental and throw out accusations and assumptions. And so that made me think about the way I approach things. And so I'm not going to make a reply to this specific person just because they might be a one and doneer, you know, watch one video and that's it. But if they're watching the rest of these videos, if you want to see change, then be constructive and helpful. And I plan on doing the same. So I hope that helps. And that's the end of that one. We have a little water crossing here. There we go. And we have just summited Weaver Mountain, and we are heading down. Got some exciting stuff coming ahead. Just made it to 900 miles. Whoop whoop! Yay! 900 miles down. 1,297.4 to go. So if you've been with me since the start of this journey, congratulations. If you joined in later, thanks for coming along. We just did a climb, if you can't tell. But at the roadside right after we came off of 900, we ran into Tea Time in Schnitzel, which is, you guys know Tea Time. He's been in and out of our hikes for a while now. I would consider him part of our family, even though we don't hike together. We stay in contact with each other and run into each other quite often. But we all had topos on, so we did a topo 5 picture, and the three of us all have typos, so we did our topo 3 at the 900 mark. Just finished a big climb. Now we're going downhill and into the sunshine for a little bit. We've had really good shade coverage most of the trip today. A lot more ups and downs today than yesterday, but still a really nice trail. We just met these fine folks on the trail. It is salt and sweet and salt. Sweet and salty, right? Yeah. And we got to spend a couple minutes chatting with them, and so we just want to wish them the best, and thanks for engaging with us. We love it.
Thank you.
All right.
We wish you guys the best. And,
thank you.
Yeah, happy
Safe
trails.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Just came down onto the road and came to this trail magic. Oh, it's wonderful. We just came upon this. What a treat. We're so excited. I just left Trail Magic. It was wonderful. This couple was from Ohio, and the wife and her 2 daughters and her niece are following her husband and her son for about 4 or 5 days through the Shenandoahs and setting up Trail Magic for the rest of us. So I had 2 hamburgers, some hash, a bag of Fritos, a bottle of Gatorade, and a bottle of root beer. And I packed out an apple. Oh, and I had a piece of watermelon. So, needless to say, I'm pretty full. But we stayed there for quite a while. One of her daughters had a volleyball shirt on. And so her little sister went and got the volleyball. And her and I passed and sat back and forth for a little while. And that was fun. And then had a chance to talk with the husband and wife and then socialize with Spetzel and Phoenix and season 1 and tea time. So it was a nice break, and now it's back to hiking. We're going on the incline, but it's not super steep, so probably a little easier to understand me. We got about a little over a mile to get to the campsite, and it's only 2 o'clock. So we may reevaluate and hike a couple more miles, or we might just call it a day. Either way, I'm fine. It's sunny, it's beautiful, it's been a great day, and I'm out in the woods hiking. So everything after that's a bonus. I made it to High Top Hut Shelter, and we are tenting today. So there is Phoenix, and there's season 1 getting all set up. And Phoenix and I have the same tent. She's drying her stuff right there. I've got my socks right there, my shoes. And then I'm gonna bring my food bag over to the food box and head down to the spring and see if I can wash off my toes and feet and clean up a little bit and fill up my water bottle, my Be Free right there. Where is it? Right there. So I have 2 bottles full of water right now, but I want to fill up and drink up. Only 3:17, so we have a lot of time. I threw my Tyvek down and stretched out my legs really good, and my neck, and then set up my tent. And so now we just get to take our time doing what we're doing here and relax, check out the map and the schedule for the next couple days. I know we're going into Luray. I've got a lot of stuff coming in there, and kind of see what we're looking at as far as the timeline for stuff. We hit 900 miles today. 906 is where we're at right now. So we're moving on to 1,000. Heading down to the spring to get some water and wash up a little bit. It's getting a little chilly out there. It is in June, and I am wearing a puffy. Okay, that's a wrap for day 81. Is that right? 81? I'm looking at my notes. Yep, 81. We received some Trail Magic today, which was awesome. Right at the end of the day, before we had a mile left to get to our camp, we had someone that was cooking hamburgers and hot dogs and had some hash, which was like sausage, potatoes, peppers, onions, and then had some other treats there, some fresh watermelon, some drinks, and we stayed there probably for at least a half an hour, maybe even 45 minutes before we decided to finish our last 1.1 miles. But we saw Tea Time and Schnitzel there, and so we visited with them a little bit, talked with people that were doing the Trail Magic. Their daughter plays volleyball, but the little one went and got the volleyball, and so I got to pass back and forth with her a little bit and set, and that was fun. And beautiful day. The birds have been serenading us all night long, and when we got to camp today, we got to see Zeke and Solo, and we saw Zeke at the hotel, wherever it was that we were last. I'm drawing a blank. And but we haven't seen Solo since Angel's Rest. So it was really nice to see her. And we yeah, it was beautiful today. We passed 900 miles, which was huge, great, exciting. And we're looking forward to getting back out on the trail tomorrow and getting a little bit closer to that 1,000 mile mark. So with all that being said, I'm going to edit today's video and call it a day. So I will see you later. Thanks again for watching, and I appreciate all your positive comments and support. So thank you so much, and good night. Bye. Peace out.